Welcome back, know-it-alls. Thanks for listening to the show, and as always, give us some feedback about what we are doing so we can make sure you're having a good time listening to us.
All right, welcome back, know-it-alls. Today we have a very special guest.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No
Our
problem.
guest is going to go by the wonderful name Daddy Issues.
Which is her name before we invited her, but once I heard the name, I was like, hell yeah, we need one of these on the show.
Yeah,
Right? If they could get a t-shirt like made with that on there, I would have just showed up in that.
it's true.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we had video. It kind of fits in with our previous episode on Father's Day and Daddy's Day anyway. So unfortunately didn't get her for that one, but we're bringing her on for another episode where Daddy Issues maybe can chime in. That's not so horrible. I'm like, we have a very special, really fun topic. It's called rejection, and we brought Daddy Issues on to talk about it.
Yeah. So we've all faced rejection, right? We've all come head to head with it, and it sucks ass.
Yeah.
So who wants to go first with whatever they think they've been rejected from?
I really want to know. I can go first, but I really want to know what, like, if anyone has any fun. None of them are fun. I keep saying it's fun. It's not. Any fun, like, first time you can remember being rejected, or it's like the first time you got rejected where it actually like affected you, where you're like, fuck. Because I have one. I have a couple. I feel like I've told similar stories on here before about it though. Like I have some from like friends of when I was really young, like elementary school, and girls are the fucking worst.
Yep.
And I have been like rejected. When I was in grade 2, there were only 7 girls in my class. There was like 27 people, but only 7 girls. And this one girl had a birthday party and invited every girl in my class except for me. I know.
Oh my God.
Ouch.
Yeah, no, it's the other 6 girls all went. I was the only one not invited. And then my birthday was 2 weeks later, right? And my mom, even though she was so pissed off about it, she just didn't feel right about like not inviting this girl. So I invited her to my party, and she fucking ruined my party. She came and we did like face painting, and she got her face painted and cried because she didn't like it, and got her mom to pick her up like halfway through and just threw a huge temper tantrum. I remember it. I was literally in grade 2. What is that, like 8 years old?
This is such a sad story to start off with. Like, you went hard on rejection so quick.
I know. I've had worse.
See, I don't even want to say mine. They can't even really relate, you know?
Oh my God.
People I thought they were my friends when I was a kid. And they were just mean.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I remember being in like grade 4 or 5, and a girl was having, another birthday party situation, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Man.
I was invited to it. It was a guy and girl, invite birthday, which didn't happen at the time. And I was like, oh, that's kind of sweet. And then I found out a week later, she's like, hey, I need to talk to you. I have to uninvite you because the girls coming. It's going to be like a dancing party, and they don't want to dance with you.
Oh.
Oh
like,
no.
Ouch. That's sort of going to wound me until I'm a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a grown-ass man, and it still hurts.
Now, so on your birthday, do you ever think about this?
Mm,
Like, I'm going to dance because fuck them.
No. But when I see her on Facebook or Instagram, I think, nobody wanted to dance with you either, but it was your birthday.
Yeah.
That's the only comment you leave on everything she had.
Yeah.
Speaking of t-shirts, I should probably make some and mail them off to her family. But yeah, no, like when I see her on Facebook and Instagram, I'm just like, I bet you the guys didn't want to dance with you either, because I know I didn't want to.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
But maybe
You're just going to be nice.
I'm just telling myself that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So that was a rejection on a pretty big level for such a little guy.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
bad for a little Clay.
You don't need to. I've done well in life. I'm okay.
I know. That's the fun part about this, because I feel like the reason I texted Clay about this is because like I had a job interview and I didn't get the job, but it was one of those moments where I was like completely okay with it. And then I was like, I'm so happy. I feel good about this. But there's many times in my life where I got rejected and I was really upset about it. But now I'm grown and I'm happy all the time. Like my life is great. So I was like, why don't we talk about, some of these sad stories? But our listeners they don't have to cry for us. They have to be sad because we ended up here and we're happy now.
Oh yeah, I'm totally happy with who I am and how things worked out.
You clearly don't know us if you don't think that we don't humble brag.
I love that humble brag. Like we're just so happy now and life is fucking great. Thank you guys.
Well, that's the lowest form of it right there. It's usually a lot more tooting our own horn. Like you have no idea.
Yeah. No, I was like, you really need to listen to the show. Clay and I think we are the shit.
That's great.
We have answers for everything.
Yeah, we are this couple of the most smartest humans. If you have any problems or any, anything you need solved, we're your people.
Yeah, well, you can make a business out of it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because we wouldn't get a lot of repeat customers because they'd be so satisfied with how things went. They'd never come back for more information or more help or more anything.
So really, you didn't go back, fuck up their life a bit. And then be like, let me help you. I've got you guys.
Yeah.
We need to hire some people to go like underhandedly do that shit to them so they come to us for help.
It's true.
Yeah,
be our own supply and demand.
Yeah. We'd probably talk after them too much. They wouldn't want to come back anyway. It's horrible.
You just need to get business cards printed out and just leave it under everyone's windshield.
Yeah. And just really vague.
Oh yeah. But also if you're really petty and someone like really wrongs you and they have a business, take their business card, write on sorry I hit your car and then leave it under there. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to feel better.
Yeah.
I just want to leave business cards that say something really cryptic like do you want us to make you happy from Clay and Teapot?
What would the business card be? Like a white, just a white business card with the words on it? No images, nothing, no website.
And a phone number.
It would just be a phone number and writing that says, "Would you like to be happy?" or "Would you like us to make you happy?" And then just our names.
Oh, do you want to hear something funny about a phone number?
Yeah.
I was hanging out with our friend Jay the other day, and she's like, "So I don't know what's happening, but I got a phone call from these teenage boys today." And I'm like, "Go on." right away. That's a great start to a story. She goes, and they said, "Hey, we just found this number in the bathroom at school and we're calling it for a good time. Like, are you going to give us a good time?" And she's like, "No." It's like, "How old are you? You sound like a mom." Like, "Yeah, I'm a mom."
Oh, yeah.
So she's like, "Yeah, so somebody wrote down my number in one of the bathrooms at school." And I looked at her, I was like, "Are you sure it wasn't me when I was, hanging out with my friends?" She's like, "You hang out with high school kids?"
Did she just get a new number?
No, she said she's had the number since like 3 years ago, since she came to Canada. So either they don't clean and like resurface the bathrooms in any way, or somebody just wrote down random digits and it ended up being her.
That's weird.
That's crazy.
I would have played along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could have made their day.
She could have.
And then she shows up and they're like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay. I guess we're here now."
You're not a teenage girl at all. Anyways, do you have a memory of your rejection?
I do.
Of one of the first times?
I was 4 years old.
4?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I had strep throat. And I hadn't seen my father, because I'm going to go with this daddy issues thing.
Yeah, of course.
Hadn't seen my father in 3 days. He was at work. And I get home and I can't talk because I lost my voice, strep. And he looks at me and he goes, "That is how I want my child. That is my ideal child."
Like, then don't have children. Buy a doll.
Right.
I mean,
and for the next 30 years, that's what happened.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
I have kids and I understand his mindset.
But maybe don't
say
that out loud.
I'll wait till after Father's Day. They think it's a
But
big
you
deal.
know what? Now he loves it. He's like, I gave you the gift of talking.
Now
I'm like, sure, I'll just go with it. You know what? Yeah. I passed on all my issues, but also look at that voice. You got this. The wonderful gift. Yeah, it's rough. But you think of like the people you date because of your issues.
Yeah. No, that is true.
Yeah.
The people you become attracted to based on your issues. In terms of recent, so yeah, like I said, I recently got rejected from a job interview, but I was happy to stay where I am.
Right.
And so it didn't really bother me. And it made me think about like all the different times in my life that have been rejected. And we've had kind of conversations about this stuff in the past of like Clay and I had an episode about when you had like an aha moment, or like where someone said something to you and it like stuck in your head
Like
forever.
a revelation.
Yeah. And I had some of those with rejection moments, stuff like that. I want to tell you guys the most middle school thing that you've ever heard in your entire life. This is such a middle school. I was in like grade 7 or 8, and there was a boy. There's always a boy. And
Was his name Tanner?
No, his name wasn't Tanner. His name was like Nick, I think.
Okay, so that's before my time.
Yeah, he wasn't hot. Yeah. No, it was during, you knew me then, but it was with my friend, another friend her name was Sam. You knew Sam.
Soccer player? Hockey.
I think hockey. Yeah.
Yeah. Went to the concert. Yeah.
Anyway, so we had this boy at school, and we jokingly said to him, which one of us would you want to date? I know. Right away, it's like, oh, this is a fucking bad idea. It was a complete joke. But then by the end of the day, it became very serious. And this boy was like, I will come tomorrow with my answer. And whoever I choose will be my girlfriend.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm going to use that logic now. Can a grown man talk like that?
I don't think so, because it's the most middle school thing. Like two girls just being like, okay, like that sounds fair.
Yeah.
Why would we have a say in it?
Yeah.
It's only the boys' decision.
Well, yeah, absolutely. No, I understand that.
I think he played hockey. I think he was a goalie. And so it's, he was a middle school hockey boy.
So he's like, let me decide. I have my pick.
Yeah. Because he's the king. Middle school.
Yeah.
That they rule the school. They rule everything.
Yep.
Hockey boys? Are you kidding me?
Yep. They're hot.
Where we live?
Yep.
And they're not?
But they're not. Yeah.
When you get older, you're like, wow, this is fucking greasy motherfucker. That is greasy.
Yep.
And it's complete asshole. Anyway, I think you guys can guess what happened.
Well, it is about rejection. I'm going to throw it out here.
Yeah.
Sam was not rejected, and you were.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
How long did Sam and Nick stay together for?
A few weeks.
Really?
Yeah, for middle school, that's not
a long
bad.
time.
But I remember she had many boyfriends. Like she's dated before, and I never had a boyfriend. So I was like, oh, I don't really like him that much. But then, like over the course of 24 hours of when he said, I was like, I could date him. I could, sure,
I could change who I am. I love this guy. He plays hockey.
I could change exactly like who I am, and just for the experience of being able to say I had a boyfriend.
Don't we all have that mentality where we're like, I could do this. Yeah, it seems like a great idea if I just don't think about it too hard.
I've been there, and I feel like I always regret it.
Yeah. I'm thinking of some of your decisions, and I'm like, yeah, you would.
Listen, there's sometimes where I'm like, I might as well.
Yeah.
And then it's like, damn it.
What do you think the boy's doing right now?
That boy?
Yeah.
Oh, I should look him up on
I
Facebook.
think you have him on Facebook.
I don't have him on Facebook. I think, I don't know.
I bet you
maybe
Sam has him on Facebook.
Oh.
She's married and has 2 children. But hopefully she does. They didn't date very long. I feel like that's all middle school relationships.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, and this is the thing. Is it like, okay, first of all, was not attracted to him. It was a joke. Over the course of 24 hours, I convinced myself that I liked this boy, was devastated when I got rejected.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, all I wanted was to say I had a boyfriend. And like, what is a middle school relationship? You text after school?
Yep.
It's not like you actually hang out.
No.
Or like even hold hands. You just like send a text.
You Facebook Messenger them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Wait, so that means
just destroyed me.
I'm dating a lot of people then if you do texting and Facebook messaging after school.
Yeah.
You're rolling in it.
I'm dating a lot of people.
That's the opposite of rejection.
It is.
You win.
I do win, but none of them play hockey. So do I win? I feel like I lose.
You still win.
You still win, yeah. Because if you think about it, nothing about that's hot anymore.
It's true. I feel like you grow out of that phase so quick.
I remember.
If anyone's listening who's like, I'm dating a hockey player right now.
You're like, oh, well,
You're like, well, you're fucked.
Working out here, I've worked with a lot of people who are teenagers, and I do recall 2 girls talking about some guy, and I was just working beside him. I was like, well, how hot is he? And the one's like, he plays hockey. That's how hot he is. And I looked over.
That's the epitome of it.
I was like, what? Like, so if he didn't play hockey, would he still be hot? Well, it doesn't matter because he does.
Yeah.
I was like, you're basing his attractiveness on whether or not he skates and hits a puck. I found that really weird. I don't think I would ever look at 2 girls and be like, all right, you're both pretty hot. Which one of you plays badminton? Because god damn, that's the one I want. You know what I mean? It seems
Yeah.
weird.
I understand. I mean, I understand, but I also can't explain it because I grew up here. And it's just the way it is. And it's ridiculous because like you see these hockey boys now, these like 15-year-old boys who have like long, greasy hair that flips up at the end because they wear hats and helmets all the time. And like acne because, you know, they play hockey and they're sweaty.
Yep.
And they grow like a duster. And then like the whole team will bleach their head like an ugly orangish blonde color. And everyone's like, wow, hockey boys.
I think it's like the sheer athleticism of it. Like, oh, we could be athletic if we date them by proxy. That's why I would date one. I'd be like, you seem
It's true.
athletic.
I mean, how many people actually have impressing skills at that age?
No.
There's like, I feel like half of it is like, none of us are good at anything, but that person can skate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the
Works for
level that
me.
you can skate.
So I have to, I have to bring it down to back to rejection. I want to know, what is your worst rejection story?
Oh God. I
was gonna say, I want to say like sad. I want to say sad. Don't cry about it, but like,
I don't want to hear you cry, but
no one wants to hear you cry, but I want to know like, what is the hardest rejection that you had to overcome, and are you over it? Like, have you gotten to a place where that you're satisfied, that you're like, I'm good, I made it through, like I'm over it, it doesn't affect me in the same way anymore? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh no, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Do you have one?
Oh yeah, I got one.
Say it. I want to hear
Deep
it.
down in his heart right now, he's ready.
Imagine, if you will, I'm off work, heading home, living out here because it's cold, so you leave your car running. And I'm like, I want tacos tonight. I don't have anything for tacos, so I got to go shopping for tacos. So I went home to see if somebody I lived with, who I was dating, wanted to go get, stuff to make tacos. Because, hey, why not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Walk in the house, and they're standing there with their boots on and their jacket and a suitcase. And I was like, hey, you want to go get some tacos? Or like go buy some shit to make tacos? It's like, oh, no, I've been cheating on you for the last like 3 months, and I'm moving in with a guy.
Oh my God.
So I'm just like, all right, I mean, cool. That's the opposite of eating tacos.
I have a question. Did you still go buy tacos?
I don't remember. I remember like chatting. I was like, hey, you can't leave. We need to talk about this because this is sort of just like, right in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, I suspected something was going on because of the way she was acting. But I didn't think it would come down to, hey, so I've been cheating on you for like 3-4 months, and I'm like moving in with this guy.
Yeah. That's a deep thing.
And I'm good now, except, and I still eat them every time I make tacos at home. That's what I think about.
Yeah.
Every time I'm home making tacos, I think about it every time. But it doesn't stop me from making tacos because I love tacos.
Man.
Yeah, I've heard this story before, and it doesn't get easier to hear. I feel like it's not easy to talk about either.
No, it's not easy.
But I also know it's kind of interesting that years later, both of those two people are people that live in this city and are people that you have talked to regularly.
Yeah.
So I feel like you've gotten to a point where it doesn't affect you in the same way that it did.
It doesn't.
Correct?
Like you said, if there's a point of rejection and what you've learned from it and how you came out from it, I think I am 1,000 times better in my life now than I ever was.
Yeah.
And it happens for a reason.
And I definitely think that my life is better than their life.
Yeah.
And that's the main point, is that you're winning.
Yes, true.
That's what it is.
I mean,
it is a competition.
The person she cheated on me with, she isn't even like with him. I remember I was friends, a girl that I worked with is friends with that guy. And 3 days later, she's like, hey, you know that she moved into that guy's house? I'm like, yeah. She goes, you want to hear something funny? I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? I could use a laugh. She's like, the guy came home and he's like, what are you doing with all this stuff? And she's like, I moved in. He's like, you're not living in my room. So she went and lived on the couch with like 4 people in the house. She thought she was moving in with him. She was not moving in with him because he wanted nothing to do with her because he got what he wanted. And yeah, then she ended up, dating one of the other guys who lived in the house, who she's married to now.
Yeah. That's
such
horrible.
a weird full circle, though.
I was gonna say, she also got rejected. It's a rejection story for her.
But can you imagine giving everything up, thinking life's like all rosy and sunshine, and you get to the house and the guy's like, no, dude, you can sleep on the couch, but like what we had was like me fucking you. So
But now she has to like pretend to you like this worked out fine. This is what I wanted all along.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe she did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm assuming she's happy.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of funny. One part of your story relates to mine. I don't know. Like, I feel like the biggest rejection I had is I had a relationship for like 2.5, 3 years. And this person had to choose between going to get a new job out in like Ontario, which is quite far from where I live.
Yeah.
And also the job that I have, it would not work out in Toronto because it was Toronto. I was like, I can never move there and I don't want to. And so this person was like, cool, I'm going to apply to the job anyway. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's your dream job, right? But the person didn't get it. But for like a year of our relationship, I had to know that the person like very much chose to take that job over our relationship, like knowing that if they got that job, our relationship would end. So like the whole last year was just like awkward because I was like, I don't think you're that committed to this. And then a year later, they got that job. And then I had to go to Saskatoon because I was like long distance. So I had to drive to Saskatoon and hang out and grab all my stuff. Because we broke up. Like I remember getting the phone call in the city that I live, and I got the phone call and he was like, I got the job. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I was like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna talk to my mom for a few minutes and I'm not gonna talk to you right now. Yep. And I hung up on him. And then he called back and I had to suffer through that conversation. And he was like, well, maybe we can do long distance. I was like, no, fuck you, buddy. You chose the job. You don't get me too. Yep. You don't get both. And so anyway, I had to drive up there the next day and get all my stuff. But this is where it kind of relates to you.
You guys were having tacos?
We were not having tacos.
Okay.
But I drove home the same day, and the entire drive home, I refused to listen to any music. I drove home in complete silence for a couple hours because I didn't want a single song to be related to that memory, so that it never popped up again. So smart. Oh yeah, I was fucking. I was ready for rejection. I had a whole year to prepare.
But look how full circle.
Oh no, but that's the exact thing. Like mine also relates to yours, Clay, because I don't know how happy that person is now. I have no idea. They still live in Ontario, like Toronto, working at their dream job. I'm sure they're very happy, but our relationship wasn't that great. Like when I think back of it as my first like adult relationship, it wasn't very great. And now I'm dating my boyfriend and he is the world to me. He's wonderful. He's like the most wonderful human I've ever met in my entire life. Yeah, he's pretty funny. I mean, he's very witty. The sacrifice that I make is that I get made fun of a lot because that's what he does.
Well, that's a healthy relationship.
It is a healthy relationship. But yeah, I'm extremely happy that person chose to end our relationship and take a job that they thought would make them happier. And like, you know what? I'll take the rejection because I ended up in a much better relationship. Right.
So for that last year, how much butt stuff did you guys do?
No butt stuff.
So do you think
why
maybe
would I give up? Why would I give butt stuff up when he wanted to leave?
No, what if, hear me out, you gave up the butt stuff and he decided that job is not the job he wants. He's already getting everything he needs by getting the butt stuff.
Your butthole must be like incredible if that's what he decided.
No, sorry. I didn't explain that well. His butt. You're doing the butt stuff. And then he stuck around. Would you be like,
Yeah, no. There was no butt stuff. Yeah, I wasn't at that. We weren't in that stage in our lives where we felt comfortable to experiment with the butt stuff. Now, the question is, have I since then?
Yes.
And that we'll save for a different episode.
No, we won't. We already talked about it on the Father's Day episode. You have a calendar with soggy butt you've been eating.
I do. In our last episode, we just talked about how something about soggy buttholes and how was it licking soggy buttholes? I don't know. We talked about swass. Moving on.
But you had it on your calendar for literally every day of the month.
That's true.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah. Like you went to a hard 10 so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a hard 180. Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh.
Do you want to?
You know mine.
Yeah.
Okay. You know I.
Clay does.
Yeah.
Is this about butt stuff or is this? We're past butt stuff?
It's about all the butt stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna go so hard into butt stuff right now.
Okay. Good.
Like her name is Daddy Issues. I don't know what you expect.
Yeah.
I expect butt stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start out like Clay did. So picture me at 21.
Yes.
I am in Ottawa for a competition. I will not say what kind. But just know that we came in on top in every way and we're the best.
It was a butt stuff competition.
And we were definitely on top.
Yeah.
And I met a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was from Edmonton. And I thought, like, that's coincidental considering that we're so far away. And I'm like, okay. And then about a year later, I meet him at a tournament in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you seem nice. Find out after talking to him for a bit, he's 20 years older than me. And that just rung my daddy bell. I was like, ooh, that is what I need in my life right now. Like, ooh, I can't wait. And like, I had this like incessant need to please. So I'm like, you check off all my boxes. Watch me try to get your approval for 2 years.
I love you. I love you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're getting closer to the butt stuff now.
I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at that rings my daddy bell.
I was just like, you check the boxes. I'm ready. So, we're together. We're doing kind of like a long distance thing. We're like, we're banging all the
Doing
time.
a lot of butt stuff.
We're doing so much butt stuff.
There's
And
not
I'm
even
like,
any other stuff.
No, it's just butt stuff.
Yeah.
And like, am I enjoying it? Nah. But am I like, the daddy part is what's getting me through?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So, we get like 2 years in, we're still like, in my head, I'm like, I'm going to change him. We are going to be together and he's going to love me. He goes to Rome for like 2 months.
Yeah.
I don't hear from him. He comes back and he says, hey, I think we should be friends.
Should be friends.
And I texted him back like,
No, they.
you just
Over
fucked me in
text?
the ass how many times? We're not friends.
He said that over text.
Yeah. And I'm like,
It's so painful.
we've done some dirty stuff. I just don't think I want to look at you or talk to you until I like cleanse myself
I understand.
for a long time.
You're probably still going through that cycle. That cleansing
No.
cycle has got to last a long time with that much butt stuff.
You gotta cleanse.
You gotta
cleanse.
A full cleanse, all the juice. You know what I mean? A full detox. Yeah, but now I see him like 3-4 times a year at competitions.
Mhm.
And it's super uncomfortable. But what came out of it is I ended up getting engaged to someone who's like my mom.
Okay.
So I just went a hard 180 the other way, and it's fabulous.
Mommy issues?
So they were saying to me, I was taking Advil, and they were both like, don't take too much Advil. It's not good for your kidneys. And I'm like, oh, this is what we're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
They both opened up their purse and pulled out like a wet nap for you.
Basically. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm picturing her boyfriend who is very tall.
Yeah. He's 6'6".
He's a very large man. I'm picturing him carrying a purse, and it's wonderful.
But he is fantastic.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I'm like, I think I'm dating my mom. If I gotta pick a parent, that's the way I went.
Yeah.
Well, I only had one parent, so I don't really have a choice.
Which parent?
My mom.
Okay.
Yeah. His dad, he went and got milk and never came.
Maybe he did. Maybe he got it. Maybe he
Yeah.
didn't get it. Who knows?
Did you find that your dating choices were like quite reflective of your mother or your father then?
Not at all.
No.
Pretty much if you're willing to touch my penis, I'll go on a date with you.
You're
And
like,
I don't
I'm
think
not
that relates to my mom or my dad at all. I don't think so. That's not a criteria that family reunion.
Maybe your father touched a lot of penises.
Maybe. Who knows, right?
That's
I mean-
where he was when he was going to get milk.
Yeah.
That's why he never came back with milk. He was
Yeah.
too busy touching the penis.
Yeah. Your mom could not give him what he desired, which was just so many penises.
So many penises.
Sorry.
He's texting his mom right now, like,
I'm actually pretty selective with who I'm dating. So it's not just
Yeah.
if you're willing to touch my penis. Although, if you want to, I'll let you. That's
Yeah.
that's the
You're not
best I
opposed.
can do.
There's difference between touching a penis and actually dating somebody. It's different.
yeah.
Yeah. I prefer the touching of the penises because dating is just messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
scared to
fair.
go out for tacos whenever I'm dating somebody. Terrified.
Oh my god.
Man, that's horrible. Do you
But
have
I
a
do
trigger?
it.
no.
I do
We're
it
like,
because I love tacos.
yeah.
You
You
do
really
it
take one for the team, hey?
You do it for
It's like, the plane could crash, but I mean, once I've gone through the little walkway thing and sat in my seat, I've already made my decision. It's
True.
worth it.
Yeah. That's very
So,
true.
yeah, those tacos are worth that risk of, getting back in the car and all of a sudden there's a suitcase in there. I'm like, that wasn't in here earlier. It's like, I've been
Yeah.
planning this for a while. It's like, fuck, good thing we did butt stuff.
All the butt stuff.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I have just avoid all triggers.
Do you have triggers?
No, like
No?
I'm healthy.
you. Okay.
I worked through all my triggers.
What a fucking humble brag. I'm healthy, you guys.
I'm
Screw
good.
you guys.
No, I don't. No, not with that relationship. I
Yeah.
do have triggers, just not with that one. I worked through that relationship. I came to peace with it, like the long one.
I did.
There's one dude though that just fucked me up. And still bothers me. And I've told Clay about this word before, but there's my one like trigger word that he said that just I fucking hate is and I don't like when other people use it towards other people either, is the word broken. I don't like when people are like, oh, that person's broken.
He said to you?
Yeah, he called me broken once because I have mental health
Yeah.
issues. Because I did. I still have them. I just, manage them. But at the time I had a lot of anxiety and he was like, I have no mental health issues. And so I really attract like broken people because he's like, I'm so put together and I'm so like, I'm so mentally healthy that people like come to me for like protection and guidance. And so like broken people.
We need him on this show. He sounds like an arrogant fuck. I like him.
I still touch his pee-pee.
Well, obviously.
Damn it, Kaylin. Damn it.
Like, are you telling? Wait. So we can't get tacos, and you're moving in with that guy? Oh, you're touching my dick? Yeah, this is fine. This is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see how it works.
See,
I do.
that's why I like talking about it. That's why I really wanted to make an episode about rejection, because like telling our stories, we can all just be like, ooh, like that is shitty.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we all get to sit here as like three pretty happy people.
We are happy people.
Like very confident people. We're
I
happy.
think so.
And that was kind of,
And we're all good at butt
super
stuff.
good at butt stuff.
That's on my resume.
Yeah.
That's like right up there with like my age.
It's number
It's
one.
not just at the top, daddy issues. Second, experience, butt stuff. Then a
That's
phone
it.
number.
You know what?
That's her business card.
I get called back every time.
Yeah.
So
That's her business card.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a lot to learn, Clay. Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, that was my goal of having this episode, was just to talk about how, I don't know, getting rejected is fucking sucks. Like in the moment, it's horrible. It's like devastating. But, I'm glad that we can talk about it and kind of like have those like ooh moments and like laugh a little bit about it, because I feel like, you get over it. Like it makes you stronger.
it does, and that's the thing. Like you tell people like it will get better, and you're like, no, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
But it really does.
It does.
Yeah.
You got to just go through it.
I tell people all the time that it's like pain. Pain is a temporary sensation. Yeah, it sucks that you stubbed your toe, but 5 minutes from now, you're not even going to think about that you stubbed your toe. You know what I mean? This lasts a lot longer with the rejection thing than stubbing a toe, but eventually,
Yeah.
I don't know where I read it, but I think it says the greatest revenge is success. So strive to be better.
It's true.
Strive to be the best. How many times do you think Jeff Bezos sits back and goes, man, I was rejected in grade 3 with I'll just go on my $500 million yacht. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Like there is absolutely no time where he thinks, oh my God, that girl in grade 11 really hurt my feelings. And she cheated on me with my best friend. I guess I'm just going to go do anything and everything I want to do because I can.
My man's wife left him. Like Jeff Bezos' wife left him.
Yeah.
And had the biggest divorce payout in all of history. And he's probably laughing.
Yeah.
Like he probably just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he's like, oh, so I only have 180 billion
Yeah.
left. Oh, poor me.
Oh no.
And my new girlfriend's like a model. Oh
Yeah.
no, poor
Life can't
me.
get harder.
It's true. This is the worst it's ever gonna get. Yeah. But yeah, that's my goal. I and it's kind of funny because I thought of this episode after I got rejected, and like I said, I was happy with it. And then a couple weeks later, a different job came up, and I took the interview. And yesterday, I got the job. So it's very
Like a boss.
you kind of you just keep going onwards and upwards.
I just kind of want you to now DM everyone who's rejecting me. Like, fuck you, got the job.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking
Well,
about.
actually, I got the job at the exact same place I got that. So it's really funny. Be like, hey. Fuck you for rejecting me, but also thanks for the new job opportunity.
I think I'm really gonna like it here.
Yeah, I think it's a good
And
fit.
now you can sabotage the other person
Yeah.
who got the job.
I'm going to be working very closely with that person. So
doing
doing
butt stuff.
so much butt stuff.
See, now people have to wonder, wait, what's her job and how can I get one?
Listen, there's only so many people that can do what I do, and I'm sorry, but you're not one of them. That's all these listeners. Yeah, no, I feel that, it's just, you don't have it. Our listeners don't have it in them,
No.
You
Now you
gotta
gotta put out for butt stuff.
You don't give the 4 of them enough credit.
together they could do what I do.
I'm pretty sure at least one of them is able to do it.
All put out at the same time, they could find each other.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
together they could accomplish it.
I think so, yeah.
So
It takes 4 of them to accomplish what you alone accomplish.
Yeah. You got this, know-it-alls. You got this.
So should we challenge the listeners to be like, all right, are any of you better
You're
than
gonna
we
get
are?
so
I
many
doubt it.
pictures. Oh my god.
Prove me wrong. Send an email, send me a
Yeah.
message on Instagram.
We're just
Prove
gonna
that
get
you're better than we are.
again with the soggy assholes.
We're just gonna show the calendar with all the X's and be like, nope, king of the soggy asshole. That's me.
It's true. Anyways, I don't know. I feel like we've come full circle. I feel like we've enjoyed
You have.
each
Yeah.
other's misery and pity and
How much
And-
we've grown.
how much we've grown. And at least again, I like that we can sit around and talk about those things and then laugh because
Yeah.
we're here now. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Oh God, this is gonna get copyrighted.
No, I think you need more than just the phrase, and I think you need to make money off it.
People actually need to listen to it in order to get copyrighted.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the butt stuff.
Yeah, it did.
Right?
It did. Started from the bottom. Started from the soggy asshole. Now we're here. That's the slogan of the week. Started from the soggy asshole, and now we're here. I hope all our listeners can also start from the soggy asshole and make it all the way up here.
And if you have any daddy issues, drop us a line.
Love a good daddy issue.
We're
I was
great.
gonna say we have a resident expert. I'm sure she could come back another time and give us some of her expert opinion on anybody else's daddy issues.
Oh,
I don't have any. We just talked about this with the Father's Day. I had a good dad. I feel like I'm saying that negatively. Oh fuck. Everyone else had interesting lives. I had a good dad. Fuck. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. And
Thank you, daddy issues, for joining us.
yeah, we're proud of you though.
Thank
You
you.
made it so far.
Made it.
We made it. All right. Well, see you guys next week.
Oh.
Bye.
Peace out.
Wow.